Yes, people. Today I want to do a review on Battle Royale. I believe this is from 2000 or 2001. It's a Japanese film, and if you haven't seen it or haven't heard of it, it's on the brutal side. There's lots of kills, lots of practical effects involved in the kills. Yeah, so it's not one for the light-hearted. That's just a cautionary uh have some caution going into it if that's not your flavor. But it certainly is mine. It's right up my alley. It's not exactly horror. Um, it's it's I don't know when the Hunger Games book was when that was wrote. I'm sure it was written way before um, the Jennifer Lawrence films, but I'm sure if it came out after this film, it was definitely inspired by this, or perhaps because I believe I would say it's an American book, and if they hadn't heard of this, then it's just obviously that was someone else's interpretation of what these sort of sick, twisted games could be like. So yes, this is a Japanese film, and I've watched some of the special features on this, and the director seems so passionate about this story, and you can see through number one and number two how passionate he was about getting his message across about the youth and a whole generation of crying out, appealing to the generation of the youth to make a stand so they don't repeat repeat the same mistakes that generations of past have made. A sort of outcry to sort of do better and to take what It's funny because it has a lot of things to say about grown-ups and adults, and they're all in this film. They're all depicted as like either you know really horrible people, sick, sadistic, weird people. There's like this teacher figure in this film. I still haven't got my head around what his purpose is. This is a film that I haven't quite clocked, I haven't quite worked out. So I think I need to watch this a few more times just to really capture. Although I've heard what the director wanted to, I need to sort of delve into that for myself. Yeah, so Battle Royale. Um, like the Hunger Games, there's games. I'm not sure if this is every year. I'm not sure if it's explicit in that, but there are games happening numerous times throughout history where a bunch of youth will be placed on an island and they have to kill each other until there's one left. No exceptions. They've all got collars around their necks that have like listening technology. So the people that run the games know what's going on. They can hear if someone's died or there's warfare going on, so they know what's going on. And yeah, it's quite it says here 42 students, 3 days, one survivor, no rules. They each get they each get one each of the 42 students get like a tool of their sort of like based on their sort of like hobbies and likings, and one might get an axe, one might get like a sat nav, one might get a medical kit, something like that. So all just to help them with their unique set of abilities, to aid them. And at times it's petrifying, especially the acting on show, because these kids they don't know what's going on. So I'm not sure. The kids seem really frightened and unaware of what's going on. I don't know whether it's explicit that the kids are aware of the previous Battle Royale games, but then in the sequels, it's sort of like a worldwide phenomenon. So unless I've missed something, I'm not sure what the aim of whether the kids are petrified because they don't know what's going on, or whether they're just petrified because they don't want to be in the games. I think that's more so it. Yeah. And yeah, so we're handed these loads of characters, and there's not 42 people to follow because some of them die even before the games begin in sort of explosive fashion. Really great way to kick off the film, and eventually we're given these characters to follow. There's loads to follow, but then we're eventually given our main characters, and I believe in these main characters. Three-quarters of the way through, I trust in them. I like following these guys. They're likable. A guy and a girl, and then they team up with this other dude that is in. Oh no, that's it. Because yeah, the other dude, the older dude, he was in a previous battle royale. And he's got his own backstory. And let me just get some notes here. Yeah, so the team up it's a surprise team up because you don't know whether who to trust. That's like a great point of the film that's like made we have to be aware of. And so yeah, like the likability of the characters, they're not sort of ruthless from the start. They don't even the lad Nanahara, he doesn't even want to kill. He gets in situations where he's traumatized by what he has to do. And eventually we get to this really memorable scene, one of my favorite scenes. There's like a poisoning scene, um, and it's played. The characters unwittingly unleash hell on each other, and they didn't expect it to go that way, and we don't as an audience. And then what unfolds is just pure hellish entertainment. It's great. Um, there's this mad woman and there's this mad guy that they signed up for these games. They're like sort of like the minority there because everyone else is petrified being there, but these two sign up for it, and they thrive. They're sort of going around killing, and they're like the villains of the film. These beasts. And they take real joy out of killing everyone, and it elicits great kills involved in them. And there's some like drama because obviously a lot of these students know each other, they come from the same school, so there's a bit of like melodrama, a bit of backstory. It's not really important, but sometimes it works and sometimes it's like, okay, I'm not really interested in that. um yeah, and then like I said, there's this teacher figure and I haven't figured him out yet. I don't think he's related to anyone in this film. That might change in the sequel. He might be related to a character that pops up there. Yeah, he's just really strange. He is quite. He's scary in that like he means what he's doing. He comes across that way, and then there's a real sort of like unease around him. You don't know why he's doing this, but he's doing it, and it's it's horrible. So yeah, he fits well for that purpose. And like I say, to round it off, it has a lot. This film has a lot to say about like oppression, societal demands, peril that falls on the youth, the expectations and oppression that the youth feel, and I don't know whether it's that it's a warning to all these factors may lead into kids becoming like undesirable adults, and to change their ways before it gets that way, or to not listen to certain figures in society because they're leading them down a dark path. But that's for you to mine. I certainly have to do a lot more mining when it comes to this film, but I really enjoy Battle Royale. The sequel review to follow. Thank you.